My name is Dong Cho. I am from Seoul, South Korea. I'm a Director General of Employment and Labor in Seoul Metropolitan Government. And actually, I have to use the podium for the computer, but the podium is not ready. So if you allow me to sit down to talk about this presentation, I will go on in sitting. Yeah.
This is local specific.
Okay, thank you very much. And I'm going to start the presentation. Seoul is the capital of South Korea. It's a highly dense city with 10 million people in just 605 square kilometers. 25% of Korea's GDP is generated in Seoul, and more than 90% of Seoul citizens use smartphones, exhibiting high IT acceptance rate. To develop Seoul into a smart city, the Seoul Metropolitan Government is building smart city infrastructure, developing advanced smart services, and creating smart citizen communities. Adapting to the changes in IT environment, Seoul is actively utilizing big data, mobile, spatial information, and Internet of Things. Seoul is enhancing values of openness, participation, and sharing to be people-centered smart city. Since this presentation is limited to 20 minutes, I'll introduce several spotlight cases of Seoul as a smart city. The Seoul Metropolitan Government is operating IT superhighways to secure safety and reliability of administrative information system network. The city built its own optical cable superhighways for the city by using highway lines in 2003, which was the first of a kind in the world. eSeoulNet is a communication network to connect each public organizations. eSeoulNet is a comprehensive service network for citizens to cover the internet, transportation data, and CCTV feeds, etc. Free Wi-Fi is now provided to around 2,700 public areas, including large plazas, parks, main streets, libraries, and convention centers. Free Wi-Fi is also provided to subway areas and will be expanded to 74 all-city buses this year. The city will make free Wi-Fi service available in major locations all across Seoul City by the end of this year. Free Wi-Fi infrastructure in Seoul is expected to improve the city's urban competitiveness and bridge the digital divide among Seoul citizens. In addition, 13,000 free mobile phone chargers are available at 648 places in Seoul. Seoul Data Center was set up for integrated management of 1,159 administrative servers with various IT resources and software. Seoul seeks to resolve complex social problems, including childcare, transportation, environment, and economy by using big data. Big data analysis are helping the city to ensure women's safety at night and provide midnight public transportation for citizens. The city has built a big data campus in July last year, where civil society, academic circles, and startup companies can analyze 42 types of big data owned by the city and 8,800 data in Open Data Plaza, especially available to them. The Big Data Campus provides the physical space, equipment, programs, and infrastructure to citizens so they can come up with solutions for urban problems. Seoul is awake 24/7. Many people work late at night. Since public buses in Seoul run from 5 a.m. until midnight, people had to use taxis or public cars from midnight to 5 a.m. People asked the city government affordable means of transportation for that period of time. However, late-night bus operations are likely to cause large deficit and worsen bus drivers' fatigue. Thus, we thought that only optimal design of bus lines could solve the problems. We collected 3 billion taxi call data from midnight to 5 a.m. and figured out where people want to go late at night. Based on the data, we laid out best 9 bus routes. Late night bus is such an efficient mode of transportation that convey only 50 buses can carry an average of 7,500 passengers a day in Seoul. It can cover 42% of major night-moving passenger areas. 12% of women passengers increased than before the adoption of the night bus. This year, this was selected as the best policy of the year 2013 by citizens. Seoul Transport Operation and Information Service, which is called TOPIS, offers comprehensive transportation service to citizens through many ways, such as GPS, CCTV, and payment card approval. Through the bus stop signboard and smartphone applications, citizens are informed of the bus arrival time or subway arrival time and the availability of bus seats, which enhanced citizen satisfaction to 96%. Seoul releases the transport data to private sector in a form of open API so they can create variety of applications and services. As a result, traffic data is widely used by people, showing 24 million queries per day, and public transportation convenience continues to improve. We could see some cases that people who urgently need public care fail to receive welfare services. We also witnessed some cases of lonely deaths. These cases are hidden spots that current welfare system cannot cover adequately. We need a better measure to detect them and provide more customized services. Southern districts, Seoul, we have 25 districts in Seoul, developed welfare visit map. When we combine IT systems like a spatial information system and administrative system like welfare system, we can make better welfare services and reduce cost. Welfare visit map marks the location of welfare recipients, and it also records wide range of integrated information, such as their welfare needs by expert diagnosis, visit profiles, and allied actions to address the welfare needs. 3 different colors of dots are marked on the map according to the level of recipients' urgentness. For example, red is for very urgent, orange for urgent, blue for less urgent. A click on dots shows detailed information of recipients, and history of delivered welfare services. The welfare bit map is shared in real time among various divisions in district government, including job assistance, housing, and health, and etc. The real-time display of information of welfare demand and supply leads to not only reduction in welfare cost, but also improvement in quality and satisfaction. A smartphone is now a daily tool for Seoul citizens. Seoul citizens are mobile citizens. They are not only information consumers, but also excellent direct information producers. M-voting is a kind of smartphone applications. It enables everybody to ask questions about policies as well as daily life matters through M-voting. It also makes it possible for citizens to articulate preferences of people in real time, faster and easier. It can facilitate and expedite decision-making process by reducing cost of participation. It can be used in three ways: policy voting, citizen voting, and on-site voting. Policy voting is used when the city asks citizens to decide on certain policies. Citizen voting is used when citizens vote some matters or survey on certain agenda. On-site voting is used when a group of people in a certain area decides special agenda or ask opinions on some issues. On-site voting is very useful when a group of people decide many issues in a short period of time. GPS technology, QR codes, or passwords can be used when questions are given to some designated people. Since M-voting was initially installed in 2013, 83% of M-voting agenda were created by citizens to a total of 5,000. Out of them, 294 agenda were reflected in administrative policies. M-voting has a function that enables citizens to comment on each voting agenda, and a total of around 40,000 comments were posted up to now. Seoul has a community participation budget amounting to $55 million a year. The projects of the budgets are also selected through M-voting. The city is operating Seoul Open Plaza to release all approved documents by city officials, signed by the highest ranking officials. Citizen Response Center, called 응답소, is operated to collectively deal with all proposals and complaints raised by citizens, regardless of submission method, including phones, web, and SNS. The system distributes every received citizen proposal and complaint to the related department of SMG promptly, and we track them correctly. The processing time is recorded on a real-time basis. Seoul began utilizing IoT technology and services based on the public-private partnership to solve various urban issues. The city's role is to build an open communication infrastructure and public data, and provide IoT services required by citizens. It also promotes private enterprises to develop and implement the IoT services for citizens. The citizens use the services provided and give feedback to the companies. The companies improve their problems and make it a better service. The city aims to expand its IoT services through the city by 2020. The city has been carrying out the IoT service diffusion projects since 2015 and has tried to implement a total of 49 IoT services in 5 residential areas, 6 commercial districts, and 3 public sectors. Let us tell you about the major cases of IoT services in Seoul, Berkeley. First, let me talk about residential IoT services. For those who need special care, such as elderly and children, it enables quick response in case of emergencies based on location and health information. Teachers and parents can receive child's location information from time to time to prevent unexpected accidents. Among the services, parents especially prefer the function of informing their kids' school bus arrival time in advance. In case of abnormal situations such as heartbeat, breathing, it sends emergency information to the authorities for real-time, adequate action. The smart trash can measure an amount of waste in the can and send the signals to the administrator when garbage collection is needed. Plus, it's solar-powered and has garbage compression function. Overall, it enables efficient waste management. Smart home electronic power management service can grasp amount of its consumption in an individual unit at a glance. It can be operated by remote control. In addition, by setting up the application, you can analyze energy usage behavior of family members and induce energy savings. The following are IoT services for tourism and commercial sectors. Smart travel services use augmented reality technology. When you activate the application in moving to your destination, major attraction points, famous stores and restaurants are displayed on the application screen. Smart logistic box service is also available in tourist attractions and commercial districts with many crowded population. It provides services to store or convey your baggage to specific people. It is popular among foreign tourists. It is also used for taking over laundry and courier goods for local residents. Seoul City tour buses are required to install beacons to provide information for tourists. Tourists can identify where they are through information on their smartphones sent by the beacon. The tourists also can get updated information on special promotions of shopping, performances, and events. Since it's available in 4 languages, foreigners can use it free of charge. Finally, IoT services are available in managing day-to-day operation of administrative matters. The resource cycling service analyzes the video information taken when waste is put into the trash can. By utilizing artificial intelligence and big data, it automatically classifies the garbage into categories such as cans, PET bottles, and empty bottles. People do not need to figure out which bin they have to put the garbage in. This service can become a constructive model of resource recycling, since the city can give some incentives for waste disposals by using increased savings from the sale of recycled items. We built an intelligent fire surveillance system in 2 traditional markets in Seoul, Amsa and Duncheon Market. Traditional markets are crowded. Gas facilities are worn out, and there is a great risk of fire. There have been 51 fires in the last 5 years. To reduce fire risks in the market, IoT technology-based fire detectors were installed in 243 stores in 2 markets as a pilot projects. If a sensor detects heat and smoke for more than 5 seconds, it will directly send information on store name, store owner, contact, and items of market to the Seoul Comprehensive Disaster Prevention Center in real time. It is sent to the fire department, and fire engines are dispatched immediately. The Seoul Metropolitan Government, in conclusion, will continue to make every effort to solve urban problems by using big data, IoT, and IT technologies. It will explore innovative ways to become the digital city even smarter. Thank you.